Hello, 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 Geminis. Medicine here. Bringing along the word for you for the month of March. And this is a 12-card spread for you, Geminis. And every week is going to have represent a different month. Let me straighten these up. You know, I also like to say that I am sending you some love, light, and Reiki here, as always. Sending you some love, light, and Reiki. Because I love my Geminis. So in the first week of March, we get the Knight of Swords in reverse. We get the Four of Swords in reverse. And we get the Two of Cups. There's been some things on your mind lately. It's been keeping you from resting. It's been keeping you from it's been keeping you awake at night. Maybe you're waking up really early. Maybe you're having trouble falling to sleep. Whatever the case might be, there are some things on your mind going on right now. I want to say this might have something to do with a certain, I don't want to say it's necessarily a relationship, but a certain message that perhaps got brought to you, a certain message that perhaps got brought to you, and it's got your mind kind of going in circles right now. You don't necessarily know or understand what to do to wrap your mind around everything going on right now. It could have something to do with someone coming into your life. The Knight of Cups can also represent a person coming into your life as someone who has an air sign, either sun, moon, or rising. The Knight of Swords could also be you. You know, maybe you're having a hard time remembering things. Maybe you're having a hard time speaking your truth. Maybe you're still kind of figuring things out right now and it's keeping you away from speaking too much. I wonder if your belief systems are having some trouble. Your thoughts, your belief systems, your way of thinking, your way of believing is having some issues there within the self right now. For some of you, it may not be a good time for traveling out by plane, by air. So it wouldn't be a good time for flying in the beginning of the month for you, if you're wondering, some of you. But for others, I'd say that there's some definite miscommunications that are happening right now. There's some definite thoughts and ideas and perceptions of the self that are probably keeping you awake. The Two of Cups seems to come up, which is telling me that two things. Either this person could be actually you meet someone and this person kind of turns on your buttons, like, you know, they not presses your buttons, I said that wrong, but they stir something inside of you in a good way. You connect with this person very well, and they stir something inside of you in a good way. And they make you feel something tingling that you perhaps hadn't felt in a while. For others, there could have been a dream or an idea or something that you might have seen that came up that reminded you of a dream or of a wish or of a hope that you were having. Whatever the case might be, something is stirring inside of you, and you're having to decide if it's something that you want to proceed with or not here in the first week. The second week we get the Five of Wands in reverse. We get the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And we get the King of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot of stuff going on for you right now, and a lot of aspects of your life are being affected by it, and it could have something to do with whatever your thoughts are here and reasons that you're unable to fall asleep in a good way here. The rest is not happening in a good way. You're either waking up too soon, you're not falling asleep at all, or you're not taking time to even kind of having a resting period for yourself, a mental rest and relaxation period for yourself. It's not happening for you. And it's causing this. So there's this warfare that's going on, and I don't even think that you're mentally prepared to deal with it because you just haven't given yourself some time to stop and rest. And when I say rest, I do mean like meditate, I mean rest, I mean nap. I mean some time to take yourself out of your brain, out of your mind for a little bit, and just let yourself be. So, you know, there's some competition going on for you right now, and you're not succeeding at it, probably because you didn't really get this rest here. The Four of Pentacles. So monies is kind of hard for you right now. You're not able to hold on financially to money. Probably because you didn't get enough rest here, and probably because you've just been too much in your mind in a bad way, in a way that's not serving you with the Knight of Swords. So there's something going on here that's causing your financial situation to be at fault, your career situation, your business, your health. Something is kicking you back, and other people are stepping in, and other people are now in the running for your position, your role, whatever it is that wherever it is you've gotten to in life right now. And it's because you just didn't give yourself enough time to rest and relax. King of Cups is coming up in reverse. So managing your emotions is going to be very important for you. There is this inability to manage your emotions here. Your family, for those of you who have a family, your familial situation is suffering right now in the second week of March. Again, going back to not being able to get enough rest. I feel like I can't say this part enough because this is just where it all begins. We start in our minds, we overanalyze things, we micromanage things, and we get so deep in there that sometimes it is very much to our detriment, and I feel like that's what's happening thus far. This is the result of being a little too much over analytical and being too much in our minds right now. In the third week, we get the Knight of Wands. We get the Tower card. And we have the Hanged Man in reverse. The Tower card and the Hanged Man are in reverse. So, I'm seeing it once again across the board here. I mean, I'll go through these and then I'll share with you my thoughts on that. The Knight of Cups, what's coming to me on that, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, excuse me, is saying that's a good time to go travel out, to get yourself out of town for a little while, go travel out for a bit, allow yourself to go relax. You didn't get much rest and relaxation here. Here's another opportunity for you to go get some rest and relaxation, for you to travel out. You've got some good energy going on in the third week here. Some good energy is going on, and it's moving you. It's moving you, so it's moving you in a direction. It's moving you towards a direction. It might be that this situation is happening, and in your mind you're like, you know what? It's time to get all this stuff straight. And so this is kind of you taking action right now for some of you Geminis in the 3rd week of March. The concerning thing to me is the Tower in reverse and the Hanged Man in reverse. So, the Tower card, so what I'm seeing overall is that because you're not tapping into your intuitive self, because you're being a little too much within the analytical self here, again, the emotional self is suffering from this. The emotional self, the intuitive self is suffering because we're being too much in our minds right now. The intuitive self is suffering. There is almost this you refusing, to take some time for yourself and look inside yourself. It's maybe not something that's normal for some of you Geminis. Or you don't feel like there's a need for it. You feel like there has to be a logical explanation for why things are happening the way that they're happening, and you are motivated, to figure out what that is. Here is the concerning part, because you're not tapping into that intuition, because you're not getting out of your mind. The Tower card being in reverse means that there is something in your life right now which needs to be destroyed completely. It needs to be abolished out of your life. It's not being abolished because no one is coming forth with the truth. No one's coming forth with honesty. And so what's happening is things are not ending in the way that they should end. Things are keeping going. Things are still keeping going. It could also be that you yourself are resisting letting go, because it'll change everything about your life and you're afraid of that. You're resisting letting go. And because you're resisting letting go, your life is not changing for you in a good way. The one thing to understand about the Tower card is that it only steps in when it's time for things to be destroyed and abolished for your greater good. The universe is looking after you. It's not trying to destroy you. But we think about all of the now things that we have here on this earth and what we could lose and how we don't want to let go of them. And this situation, you're refusing. There's a refusal to let go. And it's causing you a lot more pain than it would if it moved, if it was taken and removed out of your life and you had more time to grieve and to allow your emotions to move through that. So take a look at yourself and get honest with yourself and figure out what's going on with that. Towards the end of the month, we have the Three of Wands coming in. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. And we have the Temperance card in upright. So once again, the Tower card and the Three of Swords kind of combo each other in different ways. The Tower card is something that you've wholeheartedly believed in. Okay, you thought it to be true. You believed in it through and through. And so that's what's making it so hard for you to let go of. Or on the other hand, that's what's making it so hard for certain things to happen in your life, as in people coming into your life to let you know something. that would basically destroy everything that you have in your life and remove it. And I do want to say it like that because people are afraid of the word destroy, and I don't think we should be afraid of the word destroy. The destruction happens so that we can mend our wounds and heal. But again, with the Three of Swords, there are some things that you know to be true. You are intuiting some things to be true. You've been having some insecurities happen for you all month long, maybe even longer than that. And because you haven't received the message from the other person, you haven't received that text or that message or that phone call or someone coming up to you and finally telling you how they feel about the situation they're in with you, you allow the relationship to continue. The relationship continues. So this is what's going on. Your life is supposed to change in a major way now. Springtime is a time for new beginnings to happen. And sometimes for the new to happen, we have to let go of the old. And we are so resistant against that a lot of the time. And here's being resistant. Here's what's happening when we're resistant. We're allowing ourselves to be told lies and to deal with insecurities for a relationship that perhaps is not supposed to be. The Three of Wands comes in towards the beginning of the last week of March. So you're going to be receiving some supplies, some tools, something coming your way in the last week of March. There's something that's supposed to be coming your way, and it's supposed to help with whatever is going on here with the Knight of Wands. So there's some good that you know, to gaining this vitality, this vitality, this new ambition, this new motivation, this new passion, this new drive that you've gained. Something good does come out of that. Maybe not in the sense of relationship or in the sense of intuition right now, but something good does come out of it. You're able to balance something out with the Temperance card towards the end of the last week of March. You're able to balance things. You're able to, let's see, how do I say this? Because it has to be different from the Justice card. You're beginning to put things together and they're starting to make sense towards the end of the month. Things are starting to make sense to you. You're putting them together, they're making sense, they're working, they're harmonizing together. Things are starting, there's harmony starting to be created. The mixture of things that you're putting together are starting to, you're mixing them up the right way, so you're putting them together the right way. You know, you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together in the right way so that things are actually starting to come together good for you at this time. Two opposing sides, two things that are opposition one another, you know, differences in opinion, differences in emotion, differences in how you work, differences in how you speak, and differences in how you act. You're combining powers together and they're starting to form this unanimous groove together and move and be able to intermingle with each other in a positive way as that we get towards the end of the month here. Laughter is going to keep you going. The spirit of laughter is going to keep you going throughout this month. Remember to laugh. We can't take everything seriously because when the true serious thing comes up, we won't be able to handle it. So remember to laugh. Laughter breaks up stagnant energy, gets things moving, and helps relax you. Laughter is a powerful antidote to stress, pain, and conflict. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than a good laugh. Humor lightens your burdens, inspires hope, connects you to others, and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. that's the message for you from Spirit for this month. Is just remembering to laugh. Remember to shake it off. You know, we get all that stagnating energy sometimes, and you gotta give yourself some time to just wiggle it and laugh and let it all out. And not everything in life can be that serious. That's the message. I want to give you an announcement that I also do weekly, daily, yearly readings. And I would like to invite you to get a reading from me if you like. Excuse me, to get a reading from me. I do love readings. I do romance. I do financial, career, relationships. If it's a good time for you to travel, general readings, anything like that. Feel free. I'm giving them out for free until July, so I'm more than welcome to share that with you. And yeah, sending you love, light, and Reiki. This is your Oracle Medicine signing out. Until next reading. Aho mataku yase.